Doesn't look like much changed. I was wondering if we were going to have a lot of growth over the summer since we graded it right before fire season. The water bars are working. They could use a little touch up, but they're working. So far, not bad. I just stopped and trimmed a stump off that was probably fine, but if somebody got a little squirrely on the trail, I don't want them to hit it, so cut it back about 3 feet, give people a little more room. So let you know how it continues. We had to stop at the top of Goat's Knob here. We had to stop, clear a tree out of the way. I did some other trimming before that. That was just to make the trail a little wider, a little nicer for people. But this one, it really had to be done. So it's a tough decision because I don't bring extra fuel because I don't like having a regular gas can in the bed over the engine there. So if I run out of fuel, I'm done, and then I'll wind up finding another one like that really needs to be cut. I guess that gives me an excuse to come back though. Like, oh, gotta go do some trail maintenance. So far, the majority of it is still wide from doing the dozer work. There was one section that is overgrown. You're scraping with the side-by-side on some of the brush, but you know, this place isn't designed for side-by-sides, so it makes sense. Like that there, you might have heard that. Oh, that's a trip. Huh. My engine or compression braking whining on and off, back tire sliding down that since I'm in low range. Alright, see what else is up ahead. Okay, so something you gotta remember when you come down the Beaver Slide, if you're on or in anything that's over 50 inches wide, you got to make a left. You have to go this route. It takes you up to a four-way intersection. There's a bridge that's 50-inch wide only if you were to make a right. It is a lot more fun that direction, but you have to be 50 inches or under to go that way. Just like when you come out of the meadow, you have to take the road and go around. You can't take the trail out of the meadow because there's a 50-inch wide bridge there also. So on pretty much all of the rest of Beaver that's open, the bridges are wider. So we're coming out now into the four-way. Watch for traffic. So this way here take you to the trail. That way there's the way you'll be coming out when you come back. This will take you down to the Russians, the Steves, and yeah, what's the other one called? Salmon Creek Loop. You'll pass the Russians, which also takes you to Salmon Creek Loop, and then you'll get to the Steves. Be on your left-hand side. Be careful on this bend right here, kind of tight around that tree. You can see right there the trail starts to go up the hill. That's the Steves. Then you head over that way. There's the steep downhill. You can kind of see in the bottom the trail that heads back the other direction. what it does in two-wheel drive. Not bad. Didn't tear up too much. Here we are to the spot where my sway bar bolt broke. Oh, I can't speak. A long time ago. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. So he said that his heater seemed to kick on. It was like 182 when he felt heat. So that seems similar to the Polaris. There's no heat until you hit 180 to open up that thermostat. And you know, it's not a cold day at all, at least not yet. They're talking about some wind later. But, you know, on a day like this, it'll definitely run you out of the rig, so that's good. That means it's got a chance when it is cold. Alright, so we're about to this trail where it goes down the hill here. This gets rutty and people get scared on this one when it gets rutty. But it shouldn't have any ruts yet. No, looking pretty good. Well, it's got a little bit. Not too bad. Slip and slide. I'm looking through that window there, so it's kind of hard to tell, but right over there where that orange still is where the Steves come out. Let's see if this is better. And then right here is where you turn and you got the Russians. The name sign is down, so I'm just waiting for Jerry to come around that corner. There he is. And then we go this way. This will take you to the Russians and the Steves. So if you take a left up here, you go up the Russians and go up on top of the hill. If you keep going straight, it takes you to Steves and it does a little loop, comes down, you come out at the same spot that we just came out. Yeah, there's the signs that tell you each way. We're gonna go check out the Steves. Okay, so this is the Steves. It drops down off of the end of a landing. There was some people that were playing in a truck on the road up here before it's all torn up. So that kind of sucks. But this part here is pretty good. And then down at the bottom there's a couple of trees. They're pretty tight for a side-by-side to fit through. But they do it. This is where in one of my previous videos. This is where I hooked my back door on a tree and bent it back when I had the grandkids with me. So it's nice down here. It's a cool place to come and just kind of hang out like we were doing when I ripped the door back. There's the one I hooked on. I was parked right back there. Put it back in four-wheel drive. Can't make the turn in four-wheel drive. There we go, back in two. So yeah, you gotta kind of weave back and forth through these. Not too bad. So this part of the trail is pretty good. The trucks don't come down here, but that road up there, you get hunters and stuff go down there, and then you get kids that, you know, oh, I gotta turn around here, and they whip it around and tear the ground up. Oh yeah, I forgot that he cut a bypass right here. He had to get the dozer through. Alright, and then this comes back out and we'll be at the beginning of the Russians again, then head up back. Oh, another tree to cut. That's better. Alright, so throwing high for this part. Don't need low range for this. Woo, slippery. Oh, another one. Damn it. I really don't want to, but I should. Alright, I guess I'll cut another one. Four-wheel drive. And we're going to go up the Russians. We're going to slow down a little bit here. But gauge on the four-wheel drive. I like to go fast up this hill. It's fun. Fun hill climb right over there. Not wide enough for side by side, but fun on a four-wheeler and a motorcycle. Probably pretty challenging right now with everything being wet. Well, you go right there and get up it. This is what the Russians look like. And this road's going to go down and it goes onto a gravel road. Go around a couple of turns, then you cut across through a trail, come back out on a gravel road, take that up to that four-way that we went through earlier, and you'll go all the way up to a three-way. And if you were to go left at the three-way, it'll take you back to the meadow. If you go right or straight, it takes you on the back half of the trail system. So that'll be the way that we go. Alright, so here you're coming up to the three-way I was talking about. You see the main road goes to the left, but you go straight here to go to the trails. If you take that other route, it'll take you right back to the meadow. I got a hill climb here. Probably should put it in four-wheel drive so I don't tear it up. Still in pretty good condition. It's got some hard clay there, so it doesn't really get tore up. But it does have a little bit of traction, so not like some clay where it's just like driving on snot. Up around another couple of bends, and then there's another hill climb, and then we'll be up to a picnic area up on the top. So I'll bring you back in a little bit. Alright, so here's the lookout hill climb. Now what's weird is I can come up here after it gets ruddy, and I can drive up it on the Recon, little two-wheel drive four-wheeler, but when I'm in on my 400, it doesn't make it because I don't have enough ground clearance. Kind of surprised I was that ruddy already. But when you go to grade it, you're pushing all the soft stuff into that deep ditch, so it does make sense. I thought it would be a little less ruddy at this point, but it's a fun hill climb. Looks like I need a little more rain so I can wipe the window better. See, when I want it to rain, there's no rain. Better wait and make sure. Yep, there he is. Okay, so we'll go up this, and then we'll be up at the lookout. A little foggy up here. Oh, that's interesting. Big tree across the road. Must be doing logging up here. Anyway, this takes you up to the lookout right here. Used to be a picnic bench right there. It's got some new gravel coming up here. Huh. Alright, well, this is the lookout. You used to be able to see everywhere. That way over there is GP Mill and the ocean. And then you just got all these trees, and then down over this way, Eddyville, and it heads to the city. Yeah, the fenders would help. I won't be able to see anything with all this fog and stuff, but sometimes when you're up here at Beaver, they're doing logging. Looks like it's still passable. So you gotta be mindful, because when they're logging, sometimes a part of the trail will be closed off, and you just don't get to use it at that time. These guys were pretty nice here. They left the road open. The trail looked like it might have some debris in the way, so I just took the road around it. It's on the trail map. Just take a bypass and go the road. Well, looks like we're back into the regular trail system. Trail right there, but being wet like this, I'm just going to slide all the way down it, so I'm going to bypass it. That must be where the trucks are turning around. Drive up here and back the rest of the way in, I'm guessing. So we'll see how this is. It's not uncommon to have down trees through this little spot. Look like there's been any traffic on this one. It's got green stuff trying to grow in the trail. Huh. People are missing the turn there. It goes across over to here. Up, and there's the rest of the way there's a bunch of trails off the left of the road, off the right of the road, just kind of back and forth, back and forth. Some of them are pretty fun. Okay, so if we were up here on a weekday, there would be log trucks going in and out. That's why it's so packed. You can't see a single thing right now because of the fog, but Highway 20 is right over there. There's a big canyon. There's a pipe that goes under Highway 20 for the animals to go through. Here's the beginning of the Art Brown Trail right here. logging messing us up. What do they got going here? Landing. Well, that sucks. That means they're going to be logging all this soon. Look different, I'm gonna get lost up here. Huh. Alright, well, I gotta keep my eyes open for a trail off to the side. Oh, okay, I see where we are. I think I do. Yeah, this is the right way. Definitely can get confusing if they do logging. That's why it's good to have your map on Beaver map on Avenza downloaded. Follow you around, know where you're going. So there should be a trail to the right up here. Right here. So I'll show you going through here. It's kind of what some of these trails get like. It's kind of fun. Trail's looking pretty good. It gets tied in through here. Be back into a logged area, so it's going to look a little different here. There you go. I'm going to be pulling out on the road here. All right there, coming down that, it was just full slide, no control. Looks like his did a little better. That was spooky. This is coming down Charlie's trail. Goes through this and then goes through a little section of timber and then pops back out on the road, Updike Road, and then you take that back to the meadow. Usually got pretty cool views from up here, but it's just too foggy today. Have to keep a little bit of speed to keep that compression braking engaged, since all it has is the secondary. But these XPs don't come with any compression braking. They just free spool. So in situations like this, it's kind of nice to have a little bit, but when it's slimy, it can work against you too. So as long as you're rolling that like above 5 miles an hour, it just kind of controls it and rolls down pretty decent on this slimy stuff. I have less control if I hit the brakes. This don't look like it's had a lot of traffic either. There's grass trying to grow on this too. That's interesting. Alright, so here's where it gets back into the trees. It's all steep like this. And you just go through the trees and then you'll pop out on the road here shortly. Uh-oh. Hopefully that's not a tree in the road. Let's see, what do we got? Nope, been cut off. Okay. Thought I was going to have to do more sawing. Alright, looks like this all the way to the bottom. Well, we made it back to the meadow from the ride. A hole there. So not too much mud on it. Not too bad. With the heat, it made all the difference in the world. Rinsed some of that mud that was built up in there out. Some of the mud that was up in there by your dash, knocked some of that out through some of those puddles. The bed looks good. It don't appear, there's a few spots that look like they might be a little harder to clean. But overall, it's probably just as easy. I wonder how much crap it gets into that skid plate.
No, I was worried about that too. I don't know.
Alright, so we're heading out of the meadow now. The rain's starting to pick up a little bit more, so maybe it'll partially wash the machines for us, other than the dirt road we gotta drive on. As long as some of the big mud falls off, that'll be nice. Alright, on the Updike Road and head down to Harlan Road, out to Elk City, into Toledo. That's why my back strap was halfway cut. When I came out of there, it goes through that ditch, and I just watched the back of the machine. Full compression on the suspension in the back, and I've got a strap going over the ball on the hitch. And I noticed it had a little hole cut in it, or wore in it. It was fine when we left the house. So that's the downside to tying where the suspension can compress. It'd actually be best if I had two more of those wheel loop things. I'm not sure what they're called. I can't even think of it at the moment. Anyway, like I have on the front, so the front's not moving at all. Suspension works with it. When I do that with the rack when it's on top of the truck, it's nice. You hardly even feel it. You hit bumps and it just rides with it. So maybe I'll get some more of those so I can tie the back down. Alright, we're gonna head out of the road here and back to the house, and then we'll wash it off. Okay, well, if you hit every puddle on the paved road home, it gets rid of some of it. It's a little bit cleaner. And it looks like lost a little tension. That one's still real tight. How about this one? That's still real tight. And that's not bad. Yeah, alright, well, I'll go ahead and, yep, that broke. Alright. Yeah, I'll go ahead and get the hose and start hosing that off. And get the pressure washer out probably. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed that little adventure to Beaver today. And we beat the main part of the weather. Looks like it's here now. We don't have that wind really yet. Well, the trees are starting to move a little bit, but not real bad like they were saying in the weather report. So see if I can get this thing cleaned off at least part way before it hits. All right, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share, and we will catch you on the next one. Hope you enjoy.